Stepdads, how did you win over your stepdaughter? I was 7 years old when I fell in love with my girl best friend Sophia. I just remember sitting on the swings with her and thinking that her eyes were really cool. But right before I could say anything, she told me about her new crush at the time, Tyler. This pretty much set the tone for the rest of our friendship until we both turned 19. We were in the same college course, and she came over to my dorm one night when she was drunk as heck. You know, Andrew, you're cute. I wasn't sure what she meant until she started to lean in, but because of how drunk she was, I rejected it. I didn't want her to do anything she regretted. And the next day, we didn't talk about it. Actually, we never talked about it again. And 2 years later, she was married to some other dude, and we distanced. The whole time, I stayed single because I was so in love with Sophia that it wouldn't have been fair to any other girl. But 4 years later, when they divorced, we started talking again. It's now been 17 years since they divorced, and we're officially together and married too. Everything about our relationship has been a dream. Well, kind of. There was one caveat: her 17-year-old daughter, Becky. And despite Sophia having a literal restraining order against her ex, Becky could never get used to me. And this combined with her brattiness was a deadly combo. One time, she asked to borrow my debit card to pay for a school trip. And from the parenting books, I learned that trusting your kids is essential for a good relationship. So I ignored my instincts and let her. But then I got the phone notification. She had spent over $200 on Zara. I didn't want to overstep, so I went to Sophia first instead of Becky. She probably thought she had your permission. Don't be dramatic. Well, I didn't care about being right or powerful. I just wanted our family to be happy. So I automatically agreed with her. But then, not even 2 weeks later, Sophia ripped my heart out of my chest and crapped all over it. I let her borrow my work laptop so she could play music while she got ready for school. I told her to make sure not to download anything, because if I got any viruses, I would be screwed. She smiled and even gave me a hug, and I thought we were actually getting somewhere. I was in the car on the way to work when I got stuck in traffic. F it, I thought to myself. May as well review the project I'm presenting today. But as I took it out, the screen glitched, froze, and went completely black. Turns out, she'd downloaded some sketchy music app that installed malware, wiped half my files, and corrupted the entire presentation folder. The folder I had been working on for the last 6 months. The one that determines whether or not I get a promotion. The one that the CEO, VP, and president of the company was going to watch. I damn near almost cried. Luckily, I had a pretty good company reputation, so they believed me and let me off the hook. I waited till I got home to bring it up to Sophia. I started off by telling her I didn't get my promotion, and her face automatically fell. Oh baby, it's okay. There'll be other chances, and it's because of Becky. I interrupted her consolation. She immediately wiped the look of sadness from her face, and we spent the next 10 minutes arguing about whether or not she had meant to do it. In the end, I conceded. I felt so fed up that I didn't even bring it up to Becky. Instead, she brought it up to me. It was the following morning, and she came into my bedroom. Hey, Mom told me what happened. I'm sorry, she said, voice shaking. My face immediately lit up. Hey, it's okay. These things happen. The most important thing is that we own up to our mistakes and apologize. I didn't know it at the time, but the worst was yet to come, because that's when she asked me to borrow my car for an outdoor movie night in the local park. Again, I thought about the parenting books and agreed. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. And she gave me a big hug. It was the first time she had called me Dad. I smiled for so long my cheekbones started hurting. That evening, I was going to surprise her with a McDonald's meal I had ordered for her, but just as I was about to walk into her room, I heard her on the phone with her friend. I swear parents are the dumbest people alive. My stepdad actually thinks I like him. Like, I want your car, not you. I dropped the bag of McDonald's right on the floor. I was so hurt that my heart felt like it was burning up. I knew if I thought about it any longer, I would do something I'd regret, so I just went to bed. But the next day, I had my little petty revenge plan set into place. I called my buddy whose job it is to tow cars, and everything was going according to plan. Long story short, my car was brought to the auto repair shop, but when I looked inside the car, it wasn't just Becky in the back seat, because apparently she was on a date that I had just ruined. When I saw the look of embarrassment mixed with shock on her face, I couldn't help but laugh, but she wasn't laughing. I saw a flicker of anger in her eyes. Ooh, big and scary Becky. Like, what is she gonna do? Well, I soon found out just what she had up her sleeve. The rest of the full story is on my channel and linked below.